Thompson was the 7th seed, only wrestled 8 matches this year, but he came through and he beat Connor DeVega to get here. And DeVega, of course, outstanding wrestler from NFA. So Thompson, is right now probably wrestling very well, feeling very confident, going against the undefeated senior from Montville in Blake Chapman.
Yeah, again, that Chapman name. Watch these boys grow up, and there's not a single New London wrestling name other than bigger than Robledo-Thomson.
Yeah, there's been a few.
The Robledo family, Rashid Robledo, and Eric Murphy, they were all phenomenal wrestlers, and they gave a lot to New London wrestling.
Quick 2-0 lead for Chapman.
My memory serves me correct. Lucas Chapman lost to Caden Ware in the finals 2 years ago at ECC's when we did this.
Yes, the Chapman name. And this Chapman, Blake Chapman, is trying to get Tristen over onto his back. He has him. He's close.
All right, we have 2 near fall so far, just awarded.
So that's going to bump it up to a 4-0 lead. Of course, mom, Ruby Robledo, dad, Tommy Thompson, both proud. Their kids have not only been great wrestlers, but great stewards for the New London Wrestling.
I think there's 4 or 5 Robledo-Thomson boys, and every single one of them has a T for their first name.
That is correct.
I can't keep up with all of them. There's a lot of them out there.
Blake Chapman, the senior, systematic right here, really using his length to his advantage over Robledo-Thomson. Already up 4-0 as we're 10 seconds remaining in the period. And that'll get us to the end of the first period. Blake Chapman with a 4-0 lead after period 1 over senior Tristen Robledo-Thomson. So the Thompson family are actually Vendettos. The mom, so this young man's grandmother is Maureen Thompson, who was Maureen Vendetto. So when you're talking about long-time New London names, as a guy who happens to have a long-time New London name, the Vendetto family, a long-time New London family as well. So when you're talking about Robledos, Thompsons, you're talking about Vendettos, you're talking about the core families of New London, and it's nice to see them out there.
We're all one big family down there.
We are, and the Chapman family is a staple of Montville. And you talked about the brothers that have come through, and right now Blake Chapman, the senior, is just putting on an absolute clinic right here, up 7-0. This has been probably the most systematic of all of the wrestlers we've seen so far. It seems like he has a definitive plan, and he's executing everything he's trying to do.
Piece by piece. Got to figure Mr. Chapman was probably pretty happy with the upset against DeVega. From what I remember, DeVega was a tough opponent.
Connor DeVega was a senior. He was 21-4 in the year, but as a senior, he'd been there before. So yeah, I'm sure Chapman was. Although you always worry when you wrestle someone who only had 8 matches, and who beats the upsets the favorite. You're wondering what's going on there, right? Like, is he just wrestling really well right now? Did he get healthy all of a sudden? But Chapman,
something in the Wheaties.
Yes, Chapman not worried about it. Up 7-0 here, doing a real nice job over Tristen Robledo-Thomson.
Got to get that head off the mat. They're looking to call stalling pretty soon if you don't start moving. A stalemate. All right.
Means neither one of them were doing anything.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a break for Thompson, because I think you were right. I think he was looking at a stall call himself. So at least now he gets a fresh start. But it seems like Chapman's early point onslaught has sort of taken a little bit of the wind out of the sails of Robledo-Thomson.
It'll do that to you, and it definitely puts a little wind in the sails of the guy who's winning.
Under 10 seconds remaining here in the second period. Blake Chapman up 7-0. And that'll be the end of the period. So 4-0 after the first period, 7-0 after the second period. We head into the third period, and now if you're Robledo-Thomson, you've got 2 minutes to do the improbable. You got to find a way to get this guy onto his back and execute a pin.
Go big or go home. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, getting pinned in the third period doesn't matter, right? Go get him.
Beautiful ankle pick right, and he went right into that back. This is the time that you sink it and you call it and you end it.
Chapman trying to get that pin up 9-0.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it.
Oh, but can he get the shoulder out, Tom? He's holding on, and Blake Chapman pulls it out. A systematic, thorough, to call it a domination, it would not be an understatement. Blake Chapman just dominated Tristen Robledo-Thomson, a very capable wrestler from New London. Give the senior Chapman credit, continuing his undefeated run as he wins the 138-pound crown here at the ECC tournament. So, big win for Blake Chapman. We'll be moving on to the 145 in a moment. Another really fun wrestler from Killingly will be coming up. But their sports doctor's going to have undefeated Blake Chapman.
Well, Blake, senior, undefeated, going out in style, ECC championship. First of all, talk about the match.
Yeah, man, I knew I was a better technical wrestler, but I knew he was strong. I knew it was going to be a battle, so I just, worked my match.
In 4 years of high school, too, you lost a year for COVID and everything. Your senior year, how special is it to have an undefeated season and go out on top?
It's awesome. Like you said, I was so excited for last season. I knew I was going to have a good year, and it got taken away, so grateful we got to wrestle this year.
Great job out there. Enjoy it with your teammates.
Thank you. Appreciate it.